turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you.
Chad.
You can make rainbows.
Chad, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone is doing well. CPI absolutely smashed. Let me know, Project G members. Benang officially joined the G's, correcto, from Monday. We thought we were doing well. Benang's prop portfolio is sitting almost at $1 million, so the man is sitting flush. So good to have him on board. So from Monday, we're busy just reworking the schedule. I think his first week we don't want to overwhelm him, so we are actually gonna maybe be 3 on stream just to give him settle him in. Can be a little bit daunting to trade in front of people, but I think for the most part we'll get him settled. I had a chat with him today as well, so I said don't feel stressed or nervy, you just do what you do and the rest will follow. Chad, also I do want to address everything that's running around. It's one thing throwing shots, and it's one thing throwing things around and taking things out of context, and especially when it comes to the racial thing. Like the banter and everything is fine for me, but once you start playing the race card and it starts to become a racial divide, that for me is not on. That is not right. I've said it so many times, we need to be a bridge, all right, for different cultures, different people of color to connect, and that's always what we try and do. That's why you'll always, you would have seen that our office environment is very diverse. The people we bring on our channel, the people that we bring on stream, it's never just one type of person or one type of color. I'm also specifically referring to, and I want to make this public address, specifically referring to the comments made about, I think it was on Tuesday, and I re-watched the stream, myself and Keegan. I said, Keegs, we're going to sit down, we're going to re-watch the stream. If there's anything out of line, we need to address it. The main thing that came up was when I said we should call it the deep seeker or something like that, and Keegan said we must call it the curry seeker, which you can argue is borderline offensive. And the rest of it, what we actually talked about Royal Delhi, a local restaurant, and Keegan apologized first thing in the morning. He said, bro, if it is offensive, I do apologize. I also want to publicly apologize because Sahil made mention that there were some of the Indian community that found it offensive. I do want to apologize publicly for that. That is not our style. That is not the intent. And if it was offensive, we do really apologize for that. If you guys can accept our apology. And again, we do not tolerate any level of racial slur on these streams. So I do want to apologize for that, for the guys that found it offensive. We humbly apologize for that. In terms of Sahil, I had a chat with him this morning after stream. I said, bro, let's squash this. He didn't come to the table, guys. He wanted me to document an apology that is scripted, and he said I must put it in this format for him to then repost publicly. And his format was that I have to say that I stole his indicator, that I apologize for being a racist, and I apologized that we were going to go into business and then I stole his entire idea and I'm a thief, something like that. And I said, bro, I tried to give you a call now, but he said I have to do it in that format so he can screenshot it and post it all over social media. And at that stage I was just like, I'm not giving the guy any attention further. So yeah, I just blocked him. Oh, thanks so much. I just blocked him on Instagram. I gave my apology. He didn't accept my apology. He said he wants it in that format so he can post it. So I tried to call him. I said you can record the call. He didn't want to take a call. So yeah, that's the end of that. I reached out my hand of apology to him if he was offended, but he didn't accept it. So that is the end of that. I'm not even going to talk on the matter any further. And Javen, I believe Javen is also jumping on the bus from what I hear. And I believe Shaq is also on his stream. I think for the most part, we can look back on Javen when Javen was with us. His business, his mentorship business was flourishing. He was doing well. He wanted to go on his own. We still supported him for 2 months after that. I still paid him a basic salary for 2 months after that, and I said, at least this is going to cover your rent. Don't stress about that. So at least you've got some income coming in. He was still very appreciative. We still supported his channel. Once he got close to 1,000, all of us jumped in. So Javen, I don't know where the bad blood with Javen came. And then I posted on Rydel's video as well. I don't know if it's the case where none of us wanted to borrow him money after he left. And he would ask multiple times to borrow money. Keegan at one stage helped him a little bit, borrowed him money. Then some of his members came out and asked us, is everything okay, because Javen is borrowing money from his members. So obviously things weren't okay, and it's usually the same script, like, hey Chris, how's it going? Yes, I've got this lacquer payout coming, but I have to wait for it, but I have to get some stuff now. It's usually the same script. It's part of why Shaq also made mention of it, where he was down and out, and Javen was asking him for money. So it's weird that things went that way. And then secondly, Shaq, we never knew why he came to Port Elizabeth. And you can ask Keegan off stream. And I said, Keegs, it's weird that somebody would pack up their entire life in Cape Town to come to Port Elizabeth. What is the idea with what he's doing? And Keegan said, no, he said he just wants to be around us. I said, around us like that, it doesn't make any sense. And we did the Ultimate Trader with Shaq as one of the mentors. We put him on our platform. We gave him, we opened him. He can honestly not say we did not open up our arms welcomely. We created a spot in the office for him. We got screens. We said, dude, anytime you pop there, you can sit there, grab a seat. The office is completely open for you. Things went obviously south with that live podcast we had, almost that little showdown thing with me, Keegan, and Shaq being the mentor, where he lost it a little bit there and lost the plot completely, saying that he made us and we shit and our members are running to him and whatnot. And that obviously put a bad taste in a lot of you guys were there. So a lot of you guys saw that. A lot of you guys saw what happened. And the relationship after that was never the same. We had a discussion. I told Shaq it didn't sit well with me because personally everything was done in good spirit up until he flipped out there. He moved back to Cape Town. I think he was busy with Alex, if I'm not mistaken. Alex came back to me. Alex mentioned that Shaq was slating us, and I said it's weird that Shaq is talking out of two mouths, because Shaq was slating you, saying you do cocaine and you are riding on the IBs, and I said it's very weird that it's the same thing. If you're in different camps, you slate all of the other people, and I think that's why you would have seen that Shaq is not part of that anymore. So I don't know where the problem is if somebody's jumping around so often and on and off the bandwagon. So personally, I told Alex, this is what we did for Shaq. This is where things went south with Shaq, and then Alex came back and he said, listen, he's done with Shaq. Shaq, he was actually going to employ him, or he was employed, and I think that's why you would see Shaq is trading again in a bedroom, if I'm not mistaken. So we kept quiet. We kept a lot of this under wraps. We honestly, I said it on stream as well. I said it to Amina. We had a chat, and I honestly said I hope Shaq, he's still young. He's got a lot of potential. He just needs to be focused. I think he's just way too busy with way too many things. Always when I had a chat with him, I said, Shaq, rather focus on one thing, build one thing strong, and then cover the rest. You can't be all over. As much as you want to be busy with 10,000 things, you only have the ability to focus so much, and keep it simple, keep it steady on one thing. And honestly, still till today, I really hope he makes it back. He's still very young. He can get to the level where he was. The thing is, he was at a level, and once you've been at a certain level, it's very easy to get back there again. You've got the ingredients, you've got the formula, and that's honestly my intent for him. Jev, never said a bad thing about Jev since he's left. I've honestly, if I have said anything bad, I need to go back and check, but honestly, he was doing his thing, and we actually had a discussion. He came to the office the one day, and I encouraged him, and I said, Jev, start streaming again, because he stopped streaming. I said, just be consistent, even if you do 30 minutes or even 45 minutes the same time every day, because you had so much momentum when you left here, and all of that momentum died down to the point where Ed, that started his channel 7 years after Javen, his channel is already surpassed Javen. And you can ask Javen as well. Like I can get Javen on here and we can chat. He'll obviously talk on his side. But I said get that momentum going again. Get your streams going again. Motivated him. Asked him, is he doing well? Is things okay? So that's it from my side, guys. I'm not saying we ever saints. I'm not saying we're always gonna get it right. If we mess up, we're gonna apologize. If we say something that is off tone, we gotta address it. That's the thing. We're human. We can't expect. It's like Jesus said, let him without sin cast the first stone. As much as we want to act like we're all perfect and we don't do anything wrong, far from it. So with that, I just want to address that, and I want to put it to bed. The focus here is not about trying to stir drama, trying to create beef. For the most part, I think you'll see there's a thread between, if there's beef, who usually stirs it as well. Somebody making mention of Jason Noah last year. Somebody then phoned us and said he knows this guy and that guy and didn't pay. And it's the same person stirring the pot at the same time. And you can go and spin your wheels. We honestly, we're not going to give it any further attention. For the guys that got negatively affected by those comments from Kigo, we do apologize. It is honestly not the intent, and we do humbly apologize for you guys. So yeah, Chad, that is what I wanted to say. And I don't know, Chad, that's why we always say from you as a community, you guys need to give us feedback, give us chat to us if there's anything that we do wrong, anything that is out of line. Chat to us. This is a community. We're trying to build a community here, and all of us, we're part of the community. So just going to read through the comments here. Jeff is saying you guys gave him cuck for a losing streak. Zach, it's weird that he would say that, but yet I told him, Jeff, I'm going to help him. And when I started helping him and mentoring him, he got funded. So it's very weird that he said we gave him cuck. But anyways, guys, don't let people drag you into conflict. Everyone knows the intention was malicious, and giving us more attention just blows it up. Let hurt people. He's also saying he was supposed to pay 18K as a permanent. No, Zach, he was never supposed to be paid 18K. He was an affiliate. We said we're going to give him all of the resources to build his commissions. Unfortunately, he never referred any clients to Vault Markets. So yeah, we paid him a retainer to basically cover some of his expenses. But in terms of referrals, yeah. Chad, how's it? CPI went well. Chris called it. It went very well. Apologies for the inconsistencies this past few days. Things should be better now. They're all opportunists. I mean, it's getting weird now. The man with 1,000 strategies. We will just say the same thing that Cyril said during COVID. This too shall pass. Yeah. Do a live Zoom and close this. Lol, I want to see. No, Jakes, I'm not gonna fuel it any further. Jakes, Jevon knows where our office is, and not Jakes, Jevon, he knows where our office is, and the rest. I'm listening to both. Yeah, I hate the drama. Alrighty, Chad, let's get straight into it. That's it. YouTube paying the streams today. No, let's on. Yeah, no, I'm done with it. We had our say again. If you were one of the guys, so you'll mention there were some of the guys that watch our streams that were offended. Please reach out to me. I do want to personally apologize to you, especially he's referring to the Indian community. I would like to extend a personal apology to you, and I've done it publicly. But if you were offended by it, please reach out to me. I would like to give you a call and personally apologize. Jave has the most live viewers cause of this drama. Jakes, that's what it's about. That's what the guys are trying to do. That's how do you sell an indicator? You go to somebody that gives value, and you translate it. No, we weren't offended. We are all laughing together. Chris, I'm offended. Can I have a 2 mil account? Hey, bro. If we get 250 likes, we can. Alrighty. Why are people offended? They must get touch grass. Okay, stop playing accounts. Chad, one thing I quickly need to discuss. We go any further as well with the indicator. Sayil mentioning that we stole his indicator. We did not steal it. Unfortunately, if you could have made it a lot easier for us giving us the code, but unfortunately we had to code this ourselves. but I just want to go through the workings of it, and I just want to talk about the elements of it, because ultimately the comments now is that we stole it. All right, so let's just quickly do this. Okay, let's just quickly do this. Alrighty, chat. So the indicator works on simple support and resistance, something that I've been preaching for many, many years, where I say we purely trade horizontal levels. I don't know if you guys want to, you don't have to back me up, but if some of the older chat can back me up, what do I always preach? Support and resistance, horizontal levels and ranges. All right. So support and resistance is a universally used concept. Okay. So I don't know if somebody put a patent on it that we can't use support and resistance, but levels we've been using for very long. Secondly, if we talk about the zones, how do I get these zones? I actually had a call last night with the members, with the Project G members, and I'm going to give you guys the source here, is that for me to give the levels for the indicator, the first thing I do is I use the volume profile. This is something that we use in, give me 1 second here, I just want to see, chat, give me 1 second. I just see my wife is phoning me. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, so we've spoken about the very similar thing that Bookmap does, is it gives you your volume profile. So what I do is I get the fixed volume profile and I look at the high volume nodes and I mark them out. And then after that, for instance, this one could actually be a little bit lower, but I adjusted this because after I set these levels, I delete the volume profile. And then what I do is I check more or less on the 4 hour and the hourly if that aligns with a support and resistance level. All right, so you'll see that these peaks, they line up with this. So I'm going to put the indicator back on quickly and show you where those zones come from. So trade for you. Okay, there, these are actually the zones from the indicator. Okay, there's the indicator. All right, so now we've got those zones. Now think about what we always talk about, is that if price holds above one zone, it's going to go to the next. This is nothing new. This is how we do our daily analysis. We identify ranges. And now the indicator, all the indicator does is it looks for your rejections off your zones, and it's going to give you a trade. I'll switch something off here, guys. Give me 1 second. Wait. Let me just re-add it. Alrighty, there we go. So all this indicator is doing, it's looking for breaks of support, failed rejections, potential continuations, and it's going to give you a signal to sell or to buy with the stop loss and with the take profit level. So I do not know where the use of support and resistance became illegal or where it became patented, but for the most part I think all of us trade support and resistance. All right, so if you that is literally the workings of the indicator. I sat with the guys last night. This is a super trend indicator. So if it is red, it is the trend is bearish. If it is green, the trend is bullish. As simple as that. And if you get a break retest, it's going to give you a buy signal. And that's how simple it is, chat. That is the indicator in a nutshell. There's a little bit of other inner workings to it. And then obviously we use it also in conjunction with our pivot levels, where a lot of times we'll use the pivot levels for potential targets. For instance, this is the daily R1. There was your previous daily low. And now you'll start to look at, okay, if we hold above here, the indicator gives us a buy, very high chance we can actually push now to the daily R2. So that is it. I don't know what more. I don't know when support and resistance became this massive secret, but that is the gist of it, Chad. That is the gist of the indicator. This is what the fight is about for some reason. But there you go. That is it in a nutshell. Just want to check. This is gold. Okay, let me remove this quickly. All right, where can we get this? Project G currently only. It will be available a little bit later to the broader public, but for now it's just Project G. We're still forward testing. Reason we're doing forward testing is that every time you change the zones, obviously the indicator in the back end will show different results. So for instance, if that volume profile changes today and you get a lot of volume, so every day I reset it. So if the volume profile changes, and for instance today now you can see already that we've got two troughs here. We've got a high volume node there, and we've got a high volume node there. So tomorrow the zones are going to change. And so you have to forward test it. So for today, it gave this nice sell, very close to TP3. And we'll see now what it's going to do here. US30 hasn't given anything as of yet. That was during Asia, so that's still a filter we need to build in for it not to give signals during Asia. But weirdly enough, that was a banger signal there, even though it was during Asia, but it shouldn't be giving that. So we're still busy with the forward testing. It is going to be available very, very soon for everybody. And yeah, Chad, markets are open and in motion. I think today's line is going to have some impact.
Round one, fight.
I do apologize. We haven't even prayed, but we had to. Chris, I feel offended. I had to address it, so do apologize for not praying as of yet. Chris, check your WhatsApp. Chris and Keys, my brother. Hope you well with all the noise. The chat got you, and best thing to do is focus on the charts. And yeah, Carl, but we 100% I appreciate it, brother. But we also need to address it, because guys will take things out of context and blow something up if you stay quiet. So we have to address that as well. Alrighty, chat. I haven't even had lunch. I'm just gonna have some of this biscoff and toast. Belashny, Chris and Keegs, we appreciate the entertainment and education. No other South African trader can touch you guys with your dedication to the community. Belashny, really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, I think for the most part, everyone wants to do what we do up until they see shit. It's actually work. everyone's like, I'm gonna start streaming. They stream for a week or two, then they stream one day. We've been streaming non-stop every day for almost the last 2 years. We're here every single day. Even when we feel like it, even when we don't feel like it, we're here every single day. So we've always said it, if you get to that level of consistency, then you can challenge us. Brian, actually looking now on the video, those were some Morphe push-ups, dude. Those were some quarter push-ups, but I thought I'll just blitz through them. Streaming twice a day for 2 hours. Show me any other group. 50 cal. It's guys, barely stream, barely provide value to the community, and then we get slated. But anyways, just stuck in the flap and go again. Hey, man. Brian, you're wrong, my dude. You're wrong for that. Agree, we need to address things of a serious nature in this. Is the reason why I have so much respect for you, Chris. Things of the racial nature should be addressed, and that is how we will grow. 100%. Griffin, I've got no time for that. And that's why I say we abridge here. Show me any other country where people of so many backgrounds and diverse cultures can get together under one umbrella. That's why I've said it so many times, why I love South Africa, and that's why it needs to be protected. Our democracy, I've said it so many times as well on streams when we talked about the race thing, and I said it's gonna take time. We've had some of these debates with scholars and academics, and the topic that always comes up is that our democracy, even though people think in terms of human years, our democracy is still in its infancy. It's literally, it takes time to resolve issues from the past, and it's going to take time for healing to take place, and it's going to take time for it to be a place where I don't want to say the past will be forgotten, because you'll never forget, but to a stage where the democracy has matured, and things like that don't become a cornerstone for arguments. Yeah, most streamers can't go full month. Exactly, my dude. It's all fun and games for a week. I don't think there's any other South African that I've seen that has consistently streamed twice a day for more than 2 weeks. Those were some T-Rex from me or from Ed. The tallest trees get the most wind. Yeah, Brian said it. No one is doing what the 2G is doing for the community. Guys, in my head it felt like a full push-up, but after I saw it, it actually looked like a little bed spring. Just going like this. So that form was horrendous. My arms are pretty long. Jordan, that's like spread. Those push-ups are just spread. Jexy, I'm going to get it up for you now, my brother. So chat, I just had a lot of admin to do this morning. For the next week or two, I'm going to ask you guys just to bear with me. I'm not going to be on the morning streams every morning. We're just busy with the updated website and everything for Vault Funders. So I want to wrap that up. And then obviously we've talked about the expansion into Nigeria as well. So there's quite a bit of admin in that. And then also we're starting the process of applying for a license with the SEC and the CFTC so we can accept US clients. So that's going to be a little bit of a side mission on its own. Hey Chris, why does your indicator post the same signal as hills? Kev, maybe because support and resistance is the same for everyone. Go watch the start of the stream. Maybe these points of control is the same for everyone, and if price rejects, then it's going to reject. So I don't know. Kev, you tell me. Should we sell rejections and or should we buy rejections and sell reversals? I don't think so. So Kevin, go check it out. Also, go exclamation Discord. We've got an entire playbook if you're looking for entry setups. Yeah, exclamation Discord. Kev. Guys, you don't have to delete these messages. These streams are open. All the streams are open. There's no deleted streams. We're not like other traders that delete their losing streams. The streams are open. You don't have to delete anything. Let me chat. So yeah, Kev, just to point it out, resistance is a resistance. A point of control level is a point of control level. So that is the same for everyone. Unfortunately, I cannot control where the volume is and where price is going to reject. Please go and watch the start of the stream. I explained to everyone. Kev, I also explained to you how we get our levels. So, yeah. Chat, I have chatted to Kev. Kev, I gave you the bookmap one as well, and I gave you guys all of it. I explained to you how our indicator works as well. So, I don't know what more you guys want from us. Jackson, I'm just waiting for it to load quickly. Chat, support and resistance. First thing you're gonna learn in Baby Pips. Support is a support for everyone. A resistance is a resistance for everyone. Camelo, the big thing with the FSCA and with any type of financial advice is non-disclosure. So when I say non-disclosure, sorry, I'm going to be with you now. Jake said it's currently rejecting VWAP. Had a nice pump of volume, but it's not getting off these lows. Main point of control is a little bit higher in that consolidation. So currently order flow bearish, almost 3,000 cons to the downside. There's still about 3 million data points that need to load, Jexy, but I'll let it load on the screen here. I just want to see what you see. There we go. So non-disclosure is when you make promises. For instance, saying stuff like you can make 400,000 Rand a month trading this strategy. That is a unguaranteed claim you're making. If you are making promises of returns, if you do not disclose the risks involved, that's why we've got our disclaimer at the start. We've got a disclaimer in the description. You got to make sure that a client is fully aware of the risks. That's why you'll see some of the brokers, even in the UK, need to publicly state how much, the percentage of how many clients lose money. So IG, if you go on their website, you'll see in the footer it will say that 73% of clients lose money with this broker. And then also the risk warning. So it's not necessarily to do with advice. It's telling guys that this is a leveraged product. You can lose all of your capital. There's no guarantee that if I take a trade here that I'm going to win. So as long as you cover that basis, and especially on a stream, to say that, listen here, I could have an affected bias that I want to buy NASDAQ, and my trades could be affected by that. And if you take these trades with me, you can lose part of your capital or even all of your capital, because you don't maybe know how to use a leveraged product like CFDs. But that's where the broker comes in. The broker needs to do a questionnaire with their clients to ensure that they know these products are margined and leveraged, because some people don't know when they come into the trading industry that you can lose all your money. They think about stocks, like I buy a spot on the spot price. If the stock goes down, I'm maybe down 10%, whatever, but I'm holding the asset, where CFDs is a cash flow difference. US 30, yeah, I spoke to the guys on stream. I just want to show you guys quickly here. During the CPI call. And I said, if you look at the session volume profile, we usually tend to trade away from the point of control. So our point of control for this morning was up there. So you either go back to retest it and continue lower, or you just trade away from it. For instance, yesterday we basically ranged around that point of control level. So after trading away from it, we traded back into it, and then eventually once we held it, price just moved away, and then you go into that low volume zone. If you take this day as well, this was Tuesday, there you can see also entire London session trading around that point of control, and then we made the move away to that low volume node up there. And then this is obviously the weekly. Let me just delete that. And then on Monday there you can see as well, I think shortly after, Monday pre-London, pre-London tested it, traded away from it, and then later during the open we started trading back to it. So then price just ranged around that level.
Chad, baby. Let me just get everything up, yeah.
Thanks, Chris. I fully understand now. You guys are doing a good job in help teaching us here. Perfect, my brother.
What's that now?
No, I just showed them the session volume profile. Remember during CPI, well, pre-CPI, I said one or two things. We were trading for CPI here, and I was looking for buyers, and I said there is a high chance that we can maybe go back to test that point of control and then come down. But now we're breaking away from this point of control. So now what would either happen is, once we reach the bottom of this volume shelf, you're either going to see massive volume and it's going to just tank down, or you're going to see like a little bit of a fake out, and then it's going to come back to the higher volume nodes, to the upside. This is basically just giving you what Bookmap is giving here. That SVP, same thing, session volume profile. It's just now on the screen itself.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm late. I don't even know what happened with the cracker. I do apologize for that.
Chris, I just hit. Okay, let's pray. Let's pray quickly. Keeks, we have yours toast. We haven't prayed.
Hey, alright.
Okay, so let's pray here, Chad. All right, Father, we want to thank you for another day. Thank you for bringing us all back safely here. Thank you for this community. Thank you for your grace and your mercies that are new every single day. Thank you that even though we fall, you will pick us up. Thank you that you extend your forgiveness of sin towards us. And Lord, we just pray that you will be with each and every one here. We pray that you will be with us for the rest of the week. We pray for your favor, your mercy, and your guidance as we go about our day. We also pray for our families, which are out and about their day, our kids at school, our wives, our husbands that are currently at work, and our close relative family. Be with them, send forth a hedge of protection around them. And we also pray that your name will be glorified above all else. And we pray that you will give us humility, gratitude, Father, and just a heart to serve you and to serve others, Father, that we may be blessed in that, Father. Your word says that it's better to give than to receive. And we pray that we will be a vessel for you to flow through in order for us to give more, Father. We pray this and we ask this in the mighty name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And if you believe it, Chad, you can drop amen right now.
Keeks, I feel offended for trading the cracker. Did you trade it, bro?
What did the cracker do?
I don't know, but obviously I was going to look at him and started praying. Chad, just give me 2 seconds quickly.
That's one way of getting your stream back and going. Okay. All right.
Chris and Keeks need some advice. Minus 3% on my phase 2. What is the best way to get one's mind right for this hiccup? Main emotion, I feel like I need a week break from actually executing. Jordan, personally, I think take it in the sense of, have you had those losses back to back? Because then clearly your mind could be in like a bad spot. So literally step away from the charts. I mean, it's Thursday, even maybe come back only on Monday. And then I'd say drop your risk. Drop it to literally 0.5. I mean, even 0.25.
Yeah.
Reason for that, you just want to get your mind in a good place. And you just want to get your equity curve to start bending. That's when you can then start having the wins, having your I want to say your edge back, and then that's where you start trading it forward again.
I think it's more to do with
what's that? Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, Fab, sorry man, we got to unwrench you. Somebody say you're talking shit there about us, so sorry my G. Sorry man.
My thing is, guys, and I think the last comments I'm going to make about all of this, because again, they want to talk things, there is receipts. I'm not going to show, I'm not doing this now to drag people's names through the dirt. You know what, I made my comment, which I apologized for. After that, everything else has been said and no proof has been given. Just, hey, this was what the case was, this was this. I'm just going to basically turn things around, and I'm just going to have our circle very tight. That's pretty much going to be it. We are there for the stream and we're there for you guys, but these type of things where Oaks are trying to play the field and be everywhere, it's, yeah, I'm not going to get involved in it anymore. We're going to stick our heads down, do what we do, back to the old days, and just make sure we are delivering for you guys, and that's about it.
Fuck man, got to move on. It's gonna get, yeah, no, we're done. If you want to spin your wheels, we're just gonna keep it moving. If you want to spin wheels, do it somewhere else. All that matters at the end of the day, Fabio. How good is Keegan? With this? How do you guys feel about fair value gaps? I've seen some guys have success with it. I think as with any strategy, if you follow it and you've got a good risk management plan, I think you can do well with it. I haven't tried it myself, but risk management can make any strategy work.
Etty, just to add to that, they want to make those comments. I knew Keegan before Jeff did. I was in school with the man. I was one of the first guys that helped Keegan when he was getting in the gym. And you can ask him these things. I've been mates with that guy for years. So I literally don't even know the words for the amount of shit that was spoken.
Chad, it's I still said we grown-ups. This feels like, this almost feels like a little teen drama. It is honestly a joke.
You
stole my support and resistance. How can I trade? Now I must trade ICT. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
Now I need to go to Plomena to show me ICT. And then I have to retire at the end of the year. Damn, I seem to be missing all the kids' fights here. Hey, man. Nah, Chris, you both are about that live. Do the podcast with him. This is the corner now.
We're back in our school right now. I'm here for the show. They have no idea why I'm getting this backlash. Actually crazy. Fobs, we'll review things afterwards. Yeah, there's a lot going on here today. Let Chris show you my WhatsApp screen record and then it will make sense, Keegs. Okay, Keegs, who's beefing with you? I don't know. A whole little friendship group. I recently come to find that 1-to-1 R on fair value gaps is the key SMC matrix to get the huge. Yeah, you know what, guys? The thing is, And again, this is something we've always said. I'm not going to say one strategy is more profitable than the other one. It's just how you use it, how you approach it, is going to make it different for you. So if that's how you've adapted it and it works for you, then that's hundreds. This drama is really upsetting and disappointing. You know, when Rydal releases a video, it's going to be drama. Yeah. It's just going to be there. As I said, we're not going to entertain it. People want to think what they want to think. Again, where you just hearing a story not being backed up by anything, then that might be it.
Pound USD.
I trade unfair value gaps.
Jordan, but I think go back. If you say you're on a losing streak, make sure, because for the most part, it's either going to be because you're trading out of session. First, check time. There's maybe a time correlation between your trades where all of your trades are before market open or right at the open. So try and find a common thread. Then also the type of trade. I know you trade like Miles. See what type of trade is it. If it's like a continuation trades that fail, let's say for instance, you try to buy this breakout and it fails. See whether it's breakout trades that are failing or reversal trades, and then you're gonna start finding, okay, listen here, it's a time thing. Maybe not trade during that time. Give it like half an hour. Fabs, I don't know. I just heard we'll check, Fabs. Don't stress. There's more to life, bro. Honestly, much more. Much more.
All right. Cracker would have been a TP. So guys, if we look at it, just Chris, just run on my screen quickly, brother.
Yeah.
As I say, guys, we are everything. There's a lot that's coming on. Our phones are blown up a bit. This was the Cracker trade for today. As I said, I literally don't trade it, so I do apologize to our Project G members. But that was the Cracker trade. Obviously the 180 we've been using, but I mean, I think even if you use the original 60, you would have had a winning trade there. But obviously with market volatility, we have gone over to the 180 for now. And yeah, literally came in, would have had the buy over there and went bullish after that. So yeah, Cracker would have been a TP. I didn't take that. Again, I'm just keeping that there. I need to document that. So that wasn't a trade I took, guys. That's pure just for the Cracker.
Righty, potential.
Why is my range gone now?
Who's
Four
that?
Putt Thunder. Did you have a range?
Chad, 4 Thunder is my cousin. If you think I've got a sense of humor, this guy is, imagine me times 20. He's too much. He's even too much for me. But I'm gonna wrench him. I'm gonna wrench.
How long the French would last?
I'm gonna wrench 4 Thunder just for being family. So you can't say, Ruan, you're gonna say ek doen niks vir jou nie.
Yeah, Zach, it means a lot. Again, you know what? Even Jordan, not Jordan, Rian, that popped in here today. Guys, it means a lot. Obviously, especially with everything that's happening, having the guys that still tell us, you know what, you aren't these arseholes they're trying to make you out as. It is appreciative. End of the day, as much as we do it, it's still the idea that these oaks are trying to put that idea into someone's head. And it is a bit irritating, it's cuck. But no, we appreciate you guys.
4 Thunder has more than one Jordan. That man wrenched me as well, Chris. Jake the Ake, I swear you have been wrenched, bro. I feel like you've got like 3 profiles. Ned's wrench, bro, and I don't even know if Ned was Rux removed my wrench. Also sent me to the metaverse. Really, bro? What is going on here?
Fob, so okay, hold on. So already you guys are saying, what was it you said about Keegan Willis?
Carl, there's about 50 million people. Why are these people trying to come after the 16,000 people? Yeah, we all order enough to watch. I feel like after today's, both parties should not talk about this situation if they can running their mouth. It's all cloud chasing, I guess. Yeah, Zach, it's energy draining. I think we shouldn't lose focus of what it is we do. Yeah, I think for the most part, I think if we start to lose focus, what the main goal and idea is here.
Now we got Ed Katz. Oh. I feel like, yeah.
For every other day, enjoy you guys. Only legit streamers from SA. Let's get to banging. Yeah, I'm looking at gold here, potentially short, but I am super bullish on gold, Chad. We spoke about it on the daily. I also mentioned it to the members. I said there's the weekly point of control. If I take that off, you'll also see that that is your all-time high flat body resistance area. So only one of two things. We're either going to just pop above, reject, create some type of double top, or we're going to push through and you're going to see the next wave of volatility. So that is what I'm looking at.
That
On a
Fobs,
positive,
I do agree with that. So there was nothing said about us. Those who want to be here will be here. Those who come want to be educated will get educated. Those happy to stay. If you're unhappy, then go. Those who want to be here will stay here. They want to get the people to stop watching the stream. It's not going to work. We have your back. Hi, Keek. Sorry for time wasting this morning, but what is privilege? If I had known about all the trouble, I would have stayed away. But I don't regret it all. No, my man. We will always make time for the community. You guys will always come first. I literally said it this morning. If people know where the offices are, we're more than happy to come outside, greet the guys, put a face to the name. At the end of the day, as we've always said, everything we do is for the community. So we're not going to turn around and, hey, because we got some drama on, we're going to turn the community away. We can put our big boy panties on and go outside and be there with the people still. So, no, any time, my brother.
Bro, is this Netflix? We want to do a series, The Days of Our Trades. What? The Days of Our Trades. When you're coming to Cape Town, from the looks of it, very soon. Very, very soon.
Yeah.
I feel trade for you setting up for buy and gold. Core, it could, but it's currently bearish. It will need to break through that to be bullish. They didn't open for me when I was Tariq, and the bad thing is you drove almost 800 kilometers.
Yeah, we said to Tariq and Connor, we were like, no, you Oaks can't come in, but we'll take you for breakfast. We'll take you for breakfast. How's that?
No, we've got Bookmap, my brother. It's trading away from that point of control there. We had it on earlier. US 30. Hey, Manelli, vanaand eet ons stamp millies en boinkies.
Hey, there we go. Geeks, back in the day, I'm sure we both gymmed at Lorraine Virgin Active. Kyle, bro, very likely. I literally gymmed at Lorraine Virgin Active since I was 16. I only literally this year moved gyms. So if you were there, then I definitely was there.
I feel like everyone's gym.
Mr. Kyle James LLC. Hey, my brother.
Bro, how does Kyle miss all of this stuff?
Shout out to UGs. You guys showed me the light in my train career just when we showing up in the streams. Thanks a lot. And this community is so great, even off the stream. I appreciate it so much. Amina, with all due respect, I'm not even reading the comments.
Bro.
Anything with that stuff, I'm not even saying it anymore. He moved gyms to move. Yeah. It's always weird when you say that. Like, where'd you guys move to? Move. Always moving big ball weights while I was at the small ball weights. Ah, man, I'm sure you weren't.
What's that? Fat coin champ.
Paper trade in the house. Kyle, bro, the thing is, I'm not even a paper trade today. I haven't even taken a trade. I missed the cracker, so So as of right now, I haven't even taken a trade.
And hey, Brian, you know what you did. Flip sakes. And I told you guys on Tuesday.
Oh, Chad, and I'm not even gonna say it now because Chris is gonna get tilted.
Carl, I didn't even take a paper trade. I just took CPI. Hey man, I just realized how we need to bite our tongues before commenting.
That's why I said I actually meant to say that, but I know that's gonna tilt you a bit.
Are we making cash or is that a long story? It's a rangy story at this stage. If you entered, we're at this volume floor here, weekly pivot. So we're gonna have to see relative. Chad, even though it looks relatively muted, we're down almost 3% on the day. So took gold from VWAP. Hey, Stofa, Stoat the Stoofy. Took gold from VWAP. There she goes. There's your main point of control. So if I'm hoping for some type of retrace back into that zone, we are still relatively net negative here, but we'll see. We'll see. I got chalked by Nasdaq twice today. What is Nas doing? Nas relatively bearish. Alright. Nas decal. Brian sound like he'll be a jazz MC. I feel like Brian has that jokes. Like some guys have Brian is that guy that's got a bag of jokes. He's not like when I MC'd, I've got say my 10 jokes, and if things don't go according to plan, there's no backup. Like Brian can read the room, he can adjust. You get there and it's like, oh damn, these jokes are not gonna work. And then you still do it either way, and it's like a disaster. My target B is set, so I'm happy. Well done so far. I'll pause stream until I get you pulling a funny face at Millennial FX. Rax, we need to vote you into such power.
What's the equivalent to for the brokies? Let's see.
What are you looking at anything?
Not at the moment, eh?
I'm just waiting for gold. Chad, if we can get a retest here on gold, that is that daily zone. We can look for something. This is on a point where it can fake back into the range or continue. US 30 could see quite a big move back into this zone if you think about it. If you just pull a fib from these lows to these highs, you can see that that's your 50% retrace right there. That's also your EQ, your monthly S2. So you could see a little bit of a deeper retrace to fill some of this volume imbalance here. And then you can see a move up, or you're going to actually see a move up from this weekly pivot level. All right.
Talking about that, Eric, the OG Nila. Where is Nila? I haven't seen him in a while.
He's quite busy with his business. He did a complete rebrand,
Oh damn.
did a website. Just very focused on his business.
Jax, I'm not even gonna comment on it, bro. I'm not even gonna comment on it. Because I know that was a comment mentioned for them.
Really?
Yeah. Chad,
They want a box.
you don't know how much I'm holding my mouth right now today.
They want a box.
Yeah.
Really?
Little man wanted a box.
Who did he want a box? Did he want a box?
All of
here?
us.
All of
If
us.
we would throw hands.
Shame, bro. That's
I like.
actually- That's almost
To be fair,
like,
okay, hold on.
That's
Okay,
almost
let's.
like being young and eating
I was
an
gonna say,
old
okay,
person.
let's just choose the words correctly there. Let's be very correct here. He never said us directly.
Oh,
He said
okay.
if they want to come or if anyone wants to come and throw hands, he'll throw hands. So okay, be fair. It wasn't directed exactly at us.
So we are animals now. We throw hands.
Yeah.
So we turn into. We're going back to the BC days in the caves, and now we're fighting with rocks. Chad, that's why I say even war to me is crazy.
NTO, he's on their stream now.
Who's that?
Ruben. Apparently, we did something dirty to him as well.
Oh, Ruben.
Yeah.
Bro, but
Yeah.
Ruben is then in Project G.
I could have the wrong Ruben, guys. Again, please. I'm literally was grasping everything at the end, and just being shown to me. I could have the wrong Ruben. What is Ruben's surname? 04. What's his surname?
Didrix, I think so.
I might have the wrong one. I won't lie to you. Okay. Again, I'm not gonna stick to anything until it's politically correct. Let's see in the ones. That
Is it a different Ruben? Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, that's why I said let me just be politically correct there, guys.
Oh, Brian, it's weird. Like, I'm not even the hands throwing thing. I'm not even. Anyways, throwing hands. What?
Will it be available to bet on Betway so we can bet on everybody? Yeah, chat. That's.
Bro, but I hope,
honestly don't
bro,
know
I
anything
hope,
for it.
I hope they send us at least a couple of flowers for the viewers we sent their way. For the people that bought the indicator after the post I made of Trinique. So I hope the guys are at least thankful for us reigniting some of their socials.
Yeah.
They can be glad we didn't invoice them for that.
No, there's definitely been drawn a line there now, Anna. I love how, and again, like we were seeing a lot of oaks.
Taking side bets.
They're keyboard warriors. They want to act all again tough, and the thing is, they've always known where we are. We've never hidden. We've never done anything like that. You oaks could come pull up there. Same way Rian did today. You could come pull up if there was such a problem. We did with some of these guys, but yeah.
So gents can pull up, Keegs.
Pull up and let's chat.
All right, let me not.
I hope that doesn't offend anyone.
We've got very good coffee. I'm not gonna lie.
Carl, I know, Stian Bets, Alman Man, the bra. There we go. You pull up, we have some Lacquer rolls.
Lacquer boys, day 107.
Yeah, Carl, yeah, that's what I said, bro. We don't want to, we are, I won't lie to you, it is a lot to hold our mouth, but, yeah. He's mainly bought 50k followers. Fun fact, you don't even have 50k followers. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I say. It's very easy to just say things, bro, and you're not backing anything up.
Alrighty, right. Gold. Let's see if we get that retest. US 30 weekly pivots. Let's just check something out.
Apparently the original 2Gs was Chris and Jev. Shit, okay. Chat, okay. Okay, one thing I do want to say,
Sure.
just to prove something. They want to talk about the fallout with the Vessels brothers. And they want to talk about the fallout with Han. And they want to talk about the fallout with Jay. Chad, do yourself a favor. Just, if we had such a fallout, why was I the best man at Han's wedding? Like, just,
Were you the best man?
I was literally the best man.
Bro, I wasn't invited though, so I can't comment. Like, I've
But
told
like,
you,
just again, Chad, like,
Bro.
make it make sense.
Chad, I've told you guys, I will give gifts. Invite me.
I'll give gifts.
Bro, I will give you a wedding. Like, just invite me. That's why I hope Keegan gets married now, so I at least can also get invited to weddings.
Chris is going to be MC there, guys.
Nah, bro, I thought we talked about this. I'm not the best man. Nah, Chad.
Oh,
Bro,
Chad.
me and Keegan are going to throw hands if I'm not at least one of the bridegrooms. Nah, bro, if you do me like that, then we throw.
I know it's a lot, but remember, this is where moral gets tested, and you need to have the fruits of the spirit: forgive, forget, move on. Kyle, yeah, as I say, it's hard, but that is it. We don't want to add fuel to this anymore. It's time just to move on, and yeah. I'm going to break through the zone. When do you decide to enter?
Retest, my brother. So, because remember, we always talk about it. A breakout is not confirmed up until the retest, because now what could happen? This could be a fake out. And now what's going to happen after you've created a new high? What do markets do after creating a new high? It pulls back. So if you think of simple market structure, you get a structure break. Sometimes you don't get a full retest of that structure break. Sometimes you get a little bit of a shallower pullback. Wait, what am I seeing? here?
Obviously, this again. Chris hasn't even been invited to King's House.
Chad, I'm
Are
not
we
even-
back on this, Chad?
Chad, I haven't even been. I made it very clear, and then Caitlin was like, "Oh, we want to bring you guys when the house clean." The house is literally out of choreographed. It's like, "Oh, we want you when it's clean." I'm like, "Sis, Chris, you can be best man. You're married." He's gonna say, "Remember the night when in Cape Town? I don't trust Chris as an MC." You went for the free chow. Rax coming with the Tupac quotes. Pablo, how are you, my brother? Yeah, so that's why if you take a breakout, there's nothing wrong with taking a breakout. But if you take a breakout trade, you just need to know at some stage it could pull back. Not always. Sometimes the momentum can continue. But in some cases, you'll break out, you'll retest. If it holds, the retest is confirmed, and then you'll go as a minimum either to retest that high that was set, and that is how double tops are formed, or what's going to happen is it's just going to break through, and then if you look back, this would look like some type of correction consolidation. All right. Where y'all meet Chris and Keegan? We met here in PE.
Funny story. Just literally a week before, like, I actually sat down and had shook hands and had a chat with Chris. We were actually racing in Mexico.
Says, bro, you still gave me stone chips. You stone chipped my car, sticking, my dude. And those speed humps almost broke my car.
Yeah, the speed bumps weren't helping.
When I saw your car that day when I had the interview with Kate, I was like, hey, there's the man. Op, op.
Then once I went with the R, and then I'm going again, public hearing. And again, guys, you know, I don't know who said it there, but apparently that was meant to be the 2Gs, the real 2Gs. It's very weird because, again, before a company just blows up, guys, there's things that happen with a company. You register the company, which all the documents only had 2 people on. Whenever it came to we had to buy gear and equipment, it was only Chris and myself that had to buy stuff and move forward. Whenever anything happened, it was only Chris and myself. But then when it did well and people wanted money, it was more than just me and Chris. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
Chad,
easily
I'm waiting here for this weekly pivot. Potential longs here. I just want to see something here.
Can our boxer heal? He called me Dom for standing up for the G's and took that personal. Yeah, I love how his own people in that whole thing attacking us even said, bro, you're grasping at straws with the racist comment. And then he attacks them.
How did
Like,
he attack
you
them?
have a circle of people who are, end of the day, still giving us shit. And they even tell you, bro, you grasping at racist comments here. And then it's, then you attack the people. End of the day, it's freedom of speech. So, like, yeah, if you wanted to go there and say, hey, I'm standing up for the G's. Now you want to attack that person. Yeah, I think that's freedom of speech out the window. I think the same thing as people wanted to say we prevented people. And Chad, again, this is a comment, and this is one thing I'm going to say. We were apparently told people can't say certain things on our stream. We had to restrict, and again, you guys can agree with me here, but we had to restrict. No, we had to restrict because when you come on our stream and tell me Jesus was a pedophile, no shit, I'm going to tell you to keep quiet. Like, how dare you say that? So, and Jesus is gay. I don't care who you are. Like, I will get aggressive now and I will tell you, keep quiet. You want to say all these things, but you very carefully want to leave those comments out that you made on our stream. And then want to say, we're telling you can't talk and say what you want to say. Because when we do, look at the shit you say. So, again, like, it's very ironic how when those things happened, you very quickly left those things out. So, Chad, it's, as I say, I'm honestly just lost for words with everything. I'm honestly lost for words. No, I mean, I agree with you. You're off. Cheers, big man. Like, even my surname's being Knight, I get called the Dark Knight daily, but we don't cry. And then this man still wants to talk about Yeah, that's what I said, guys. I'm not going to carry on. We're not going to give it more feel to it. We honestly wanted to down, but I mean, come on, guys. Though, I honestly, as I said, we had this little meeting. As I know Chris was going to address some stuff for you this morning, like the start of the stream. So I don't know what all happened. But it's just a thing of, like, if you want answers, we'll give you answers. But we just, like, I think the guys, we even spoke to our CPR guys, the Prodigy members, and we said to them, like, people make mistakes, and if we make mistakes, please call us out. And we don't have egos. We don't have that. We want to, if we step out of the line, please tell us, and we will make sure we correct it. We always want to build a community. We want to build this. We never want to offend anyone. But if that is what happened, then tell us, and we will happily correct it. We will apologize if we felt we were wrong. And that's the same thing as I still said when I made that joke about the indicator. Like, it was about the indicator. And if you still took offense to that, the minute I heard you took offense, I apologized. But the guys all saying, no, bro, you haven't offended us. You haven't done this. There's times the guys literally, and it's the same thing, we were sending the messages and the guys saying, listen, there's times the Chad has stepped out of line. And we were very quick to say, hey, bro, we can't be saying that. And the Chad fixes it and even corrects it. Like, we do, I believe, have strong values we stand on with these things. So I do believe, and I hope that the community, you guys can also believe what's true here and what's not. What's been blurred and what's been changed and what's just absolute bullshit, if I'm quite frank with you. But, yeah. I'm 34 years old. This reminds me of school day shit. Take it from me. Let karma run its course. It's not worth the effort. No, we are leaving it now. As I said, guys, our focus is you guys, and as I say, if we ever did step out wrong, I will be the first one to apologize to you guys if you believe we did overstep somewhere. But yeah, Price, bro, that's dope. My dad always told me to kill them with kindness. There we go. I apologize, people, and I apologize if I ever offend you. I get it, Tariq.
I almost need to shoot. Chad, if this candle closes, however it closes, I'm going to execute a long here, just waiting for the close, wherever it's going to be. So I'll pull it in. Stops are going to be round about. Yeah, okay. So let me... Alrighty, let's see how she closes. I have to pick up my son. 1 minute. There's that bottom of the volume shelf. We tapped into it. We can break through it. There's nothing saying that we can't break through it, but we are holding the weekly pivot. All right. 38 seconds here.
Did you get that push-up video? What push-up video?
Of me doing the T-Rex push-ups. The guys are giving me cock about my little...
Really?
Brian said it
Chris,
looks...
can we turn off the mood and have Friday Forgotten Bangers tomorrow? I think we can, guys. Let's do some Forgotten Bangers tomorrow. I think, you know what, we won't even do genres,
Okay.
we won't do anything. We'll just do OG, old school Friday Forgotten Bangers tomorrow.
Alright, Chad, no trade yet for me. Still not ready. I'm gonna have to leave in 5 minutes, Keeks. I have to pick up my son.
No, so,
No trade there for me, Chad. I'll see how this candle closes, and then we'll see. There is no one more transparent than people that live stream haters. Must let that simmer. Tariq.
yeah, I don't... Dorito, are you here, my brother?
It's my B-day tomorrow. Let's hit a banger in the morning. Conan, 100%. 100 percentiles. Okay, Chad, let's see. This 5 minute could be it. This 5 minute could be it. Could get a...
Keys, I'll also sincerely apologize for making the "you'll know the difference" joke. I meant no bad intent with it. If I offend any person, I do apologize. My brother, again, you don't need to apologize to me. I didn't see anything wrong with it. And again, it was a joke. We not talk... You made a joke or something. We weren't referring to anything. We weren't doing anything. That was funny. I appreciate it, again, that you are apologizing if someone took that the wrong way. But I don't see anything wrong with what you said there, bro. And there's Mr. Fundafenta in the building.
HBD.
The one that we apparently had a massive fallout with.
And van Deventer. Don't know if I saw previous, but there will be another 5-130. Push up. Nah, bro. Let me rest.
Bro, if you need to, I'm happy to call it. Because obviously, guys,
You also
it
need
is
to
still
leave.
my
Okay.
it is still my missus' birthday today.
Oh,
As much as
damn.
all
Oh,
of
yeah,
this shit
okay, yeah,
happened,
yeah. Sorry.
everything else is getting put to the side. It is still my missus'.
Chad, okay, the criteria is not met for what I'm looking at here on the left-hand side. So from the looks of it, we could potentially break through here, all right? As I just want to close with this, we always say that if you can't get off a level that's such a big level, and you're not getting volume away from it, it's very likely that it's going to break through. And if it's going to break through here, it's going to be quite a dramatic fall into that monthly S2 level. So that is on US 30. Gold, I'm going to say monitor this breakout level. Gold, again, is up almost $63 on the day, which is absolutely insane. Gold sometimes doesn't even move that in a month, and we did this in a day. So good luck if you trade in gold. But Chad, that is the rapid fire. I do appreciate.
Juice, I appreciate it.
We do appreciate each and every one of you guys. We will see you guys. Push-ups. Give me 2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks. Let me train
Champ, yeah, it's been crazy. As you said, we don't have words for it anymore.
Let's just keep pushing. Appreciate it. Gents, ladies and gents, we do appreciate you guys. We will see you guys in the morning. One more day left. CPI was a banger again. It seems like I'm taking the seat. Keegan is handing over the crown of the fundamentalist over to me, but I'm gonna sit with him. I'm gonna chat with him. We're gonna relook things. Now I'm kidding. But Chad, peace and love, baby. We will see you guys tomorrow morning, same place, same time.
Cheers, Chad.
Cheers.
Eyes covered in bleach. Cross the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got 1 too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the 4-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and capture.